Now, the Nigeria Professional Football League (NPFL) has ended with Plateau United winning the title. In just their second season in the NPFL, the MFM FC finished second and secured a CAF Champions League ticket. Another new team, Remo Stars, got relegated along with Gombe United, ABS FC, and one of the traditional teams of the local league, Shooting Stars of Ibadan. 2016 champions Enugu Rangers struggled and managed to survive the drop. And one of the leading lights of the league, Stephen Ode, left the team twice in search of greener pastures. Of course, Rangers have had to dissolve the board of the team because of the struggles in the league this season. And that's what we'll be talking about. Well, the league is what we'll be discussing about today, and the performance of the clubs and the way they treat players. Joining us to look at the league is a former local player here in the studio. He played for MFM FC in the midfield and now plays in Mauritius for Association Sportive de Vacances Phoenix. The short form of that is ASVP of Mauritius. He had also played for Al Wassil and Al Tasif of Dubai. His name is Mayowa Giwa. Mayowa, you are welcome to TVC Breakfast.
Good morning, Mr. Solomon. Glad to be here.
Right. My question will be, you were here, you took that long break and you saw the league, you saw part of the league while you were on break and saw how the winner emerged. What's your assessment of the local league here?
Yeah, it's not bad, because when I go back, I went to see one of the MFM games, especially the FA Cup finals, like the Challenge Cup finals. Playing with the lower division side, it was a very tough game for them though, but it was nice. But during the league, I get to still find out that it's still run through the same system. The league is still running through the same system. You know, you have home games, you have 90% guarantee of winning. You're going away matches, you have 90% mind of losing because you're going away.
Is that the same way it runs in Mauritius?
No, it doesn't run that way. We're going away, we have 100% of winning away games over there, yes. But
if that happens, what does it do to the player's psyche, or what do you think is responsible for that in the Nigerian league?
Yeah, if you look at the league management, the organization, there's something wrong somewhere. Players boycott away matches a lot because they have the mind that we're going to lose. So it affects the team also. 2-3 days to away matches, players claim they are injured because they know there's no victory in going that far to play.
A traditional team like Shooting Stars got relegated. Certainly not a good advert for the NPFL. And Enugu Rangers, who won the league last season, managed to survive the drop. Tell us, what do you think this portends for the league itself?
Yeah, it's not really good for the league because teams like Enugu Rangers and Shooting Stars being relegated, it's a team that's always top flight football for so many years. But now, when I looked into Shooting Stars, I saw that they had so many lapses from the beginning of the season, from the management to the players, and everything kept changing and changing and changing. Coaches, like 2-3 times they changed their coach. So it affected. But coming to Enugu Rangers, due to what I saw in between the management, is the total problem of the Enugu Rangers. Because half of the players in that team are playing on loan. But much sure it's the same budget written to the governor, being players they got are being signed on those papers. But in between the management and the players, they're playing on loan. So it's really, really bad.
When you look at the league as a whole, about 16 teams or so are owned by government, with this kind of struggle Rangers had and the sort of thing that happened to a club like Shooting Stars. Could we say that it's the effect of government ownership of the clubs. Maybe that's one of the things derailing the league in Nigeria. I mean, how could you sign more than half of players on loan? How could you tell the government that the players are on loan?
Yeah, you just said it all. Like 16 teams in the league being run by government. It's a problem, because government putting in money into this place wants to know how it's been spent and all these things. But private sectors we need private sectors to come in to the league, so there can be more group challenges in this place. Because if government keep running these leagues with these clubs, then the league will still remain at this spot. We won't move forward to keep coming this way.
But why would players like you? Mauritius is not a football playing country. Even the United Arab Emirates, where you played, is not a football playing country per se. Why will a player in Nigeria, Stephen Ode, twice left the league? He went to first Midtjylland, and then he wasn't successful on trial, and then eventually he left and got a deal in FC Zurich, and then you play in Mauritius. You are not the only one who plays in Mauritius. Why will Nigerian players leave this league, a more competitive league, I assume,
yes,
to go and play in a country like Mauritius? Why?
Okay. Sport, football, or sport generally, it's like another way of life for success, to achieve something. It's like a goal people are chasing. Talking about Mauritius and Nigeria, the two different countries. The football in Nigeria is more competitive than the football in Mauritius. But everybody is looking for a way of survival in life. Daily bread for everybody to eat, and you know. But coming to the league in Nigeria, like you said, Stephen Ode left MFM twice for greener pastures. At finally, the second time he got greener pastures. Nobody wants to remain at one spot. Everybody loves new challenges, and we want to try everywhere. I played in the league for up to 8 years in Nigeria. So I thought going somewhere else. United, yeah. So yeah. I was like, okay, going outside to see another new challenge would be better and see how it is. And right now I'm loving it where I am.
What exactly do they give you that is different from what MFM gave you or Eco United gave you? I mean, do they pay higher? What is it? What is so special about the Mauritius League? Because I don't hear so much of Mauritius clubs on the continent.
Yeah, that's true. You know, sometimes when you get a job or when you get a work, where you're working, happiness is the first thing you deserve. When you're happy where you are, no matter what comes in, either it's big or small peanuts, as long as you're happy, you're good with it. Where I am right now, I feel more better, I feel even more at home than where I was before. Those are in my past. Now I'm looking ahead to the future.
There's this idea that government should pull out of the league and government should pull out of professional football. What do you think about this? I mean, MFM is not a government club. ABS is, in quotes, well, not a government club. FC Mayowa is not a government club. Remo Stars got relegated. Shouldn't we do more to encourage? What exactly do we need to do to get private people to come in? And should governments just pull out once and for all? Let's have a private league.
Yeah, though. Coming to this, if you look at in Nigeria, we have a lot of private sectors that are very rich. They want to invest into football. But since the government is still involved in this, it's going to be very, very hard for them to come in and put their money into it. I don't know how it's going to be run, it's going to be done, because all I could find out in this LMC and Co. and every league management in Nigeria, everybody are just chasing a way of being rich on their own through this avenue. They're not actually looking for the success of this league growing to where it's supposed to grow up to.
We understand that a lot of players leave the league. They play in the league, in the local league, then they leave, and then the clubs don't get anything. In your case, when you were leaving, did your club get anything? Was there a sign-on fee play? How did you have to make this move without the club benefiting?
No, the club didn't benefit anything from when I was leaving. It was all, maybe all money paid was being paid to me and the person involved who got me the deal. Living. Yeah, the problem about this thing is like when you have a club or when you have a team, you have 40 players in a team, and maybe out of that 40 players, 10 or 11 is being managed by somebody outside the circle. So when a deal comes, the club is not to negotiate with the outside sector. The agent or the manager involved is the one doing the talking and every other thing. Then when the money comes in, the money goes between the manager and the player. And the club's not getting it because what you will hear from the club is the player is not being signed, he is playing on loan. Wow. But this club pays salary to these players, pays welfare and everything, accommodations and feeding and everything. So when big teams from outside comes in to talk about taking this player for, sign another better club and get money, then this club locally won't get a dime. Why? Because on paper it is written, it's playing on loan between the coaches and the manager involved. On paper written to the club owners, it's been signed.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, I would have loved us to take an analysis of the placing on the league, but my producer has just told me we haven't got a lot of time left. So thank you so much, Mayowa, Giwa, for coming on TVC Breakfast.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon.
Well, that will be all of sports this morning, and at least you see an insight into how the league is going in Nigeria compared with other places.